Okay, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Aditya Donapati, and our project is called Visual Aid for the Visually Impaired. Okay, so coming to the project overview, our primary goal is to develop a mobile application that utilizes VLM pre-trained models to convert an image or a video into text to describe the surroundings to a visually impaired person. It contains voice to text and text to voice for ease of access for the user. It also maintains a chat history using a local database if the caretaker of the user needs to access it for whatever reason. Okay, so now coming to the main components, we have the authentication screen, the image picker screen, the chat screen, the chat history screen, the message model, and the chat history. Okay, diving right in, we'll go to the authentication screen. Authentication screen, we are implementing Gmail login for user authentication and for secure access, which will enhance the user experience with easy sign-in and personalized settings. Okay, then image picker screen. After authentication, we will directly jump into the image picker. It picks images and videos from gallery or camera and sends them to the chat screen. Okay, now chat screen. Chat screen is the images. This is the main part of the entire application. Um, the images or videos that are sent to the chat screen, along with any questions that the user asks, will be sent to a pre-trained model, which will give a response. For example, a grocery store aisle, let's say. I send the model a picture of a grocery store aisle, and I'll ask it, okay, so where's the shampoo in this aisle? And it'll tell me the shampoo is in the bottle left, or the shampoo is in the top right aisle, like that. Now let's jump into the chat history screen. The chat is the caretaker of the user for any reason wants to look at previous conversation for references. They will be available on the chat history screen, which will be on the top right of the application. And now message model. Message model represents a single chat message, the message content, the timestamps, the sender info, and all such details. Chat history also, it is an offshoot of the chat history screen. It manages the list of the chat messages. It provides content for chat messages. It also provides methods to add and retrieve the chats from the Hive database. Okay, now coming to workflow. The user is okay. So starting, the user is presented with a login screen, which can be taken care of easily by either the user or by the caretaker of the user. The user is then sent to the image picker screen, which picks images or videos to be sent to the chat screen. The chat screen is where the actual stuff takes place, like I have mentioned before. It the model provides descriptions and explanations of to any of the user's queries in the chat screen. And then after that, after they've done with their queries or their issues, they can either start a new chat or they can go back to the chat history by they can start a new chat or they can go back to the chat history, the image picker screen, sorry. Similarly, they or the caretaker can access the chat history screen by clicking on an icon on the top right of the screen. Okay, so now we go to the tech stack. The tech stack, we use Flutter, Hive, Dart, and Hugging Face. So we have Flutter first, which is an open source UI software development kit designed by Google, used to develop applications for both iOS and Android, web and desktop from a single code base. It utilizes Dart programming language. Hive. Now, Hive is a lightweight and fast NoSQL database for Flutter and Dart applications. It is designed for high performance and simplicity, and it is also written entirely in Dart. Now, the last one is Hugging Face. Hugging Face is an open source platform that specializes in NLP and artificial intelligence. It provides pre-trained models for tasks like text classification, translation, image captioning, etc. Okay, now the underlying data structures, coming to which our application doesn't really use that many. All we use are vectors and lists for image and text storage. So, okay, now the types of roles. Our project is designed with a single role, the user. The user is typically a visually impaired individual who relies on the app to understand their surroundings through the descriptive text generated by the model from photos and images and videos the user sends. They capture images or records from the videos using the app's built-in camera functionality to receive descriptions of their environment, and they receive real-time descriptions of their captured visual content. And now we have features that still need to be added. We only finished like half of the application, I would say. We finished designing and coding half of the application. And some of the features that we still need to add is voice to text. We finished text to voice. We have voice to text left. We need to define specific criteria to detect hazardous items. So, example, if there's a fire nearby or if there's harmful objects lying around in the image, we need the model to detect those hazardous objects and trigger a notification to the user or to the caretaker when it is located. And we also need to implement video to text. So all we have right now is image to text. We don't have video format yet. And that is the end of our uh, video. Thank you for sticking around for so long. Thank you.